Hey guys, what's up? So we have some information about tips on how to play the new Powercode Link structure deck with some basic combos and deck building ideas. Structure deck Powercode Link special feature, as mentioned. A product based on the hero of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, Yusaku, when he fights in virtual reality under the alias of Playmaker. The pre-constructed structure deck Powercode Link has appeared on sale as of December 9th, 2017, and it's centered around the Link monsters and Cyverse monsters he uses, intending to teach you the joy of Link summoning. It includes many new cards as well as powerful cards that support Link summoning. Here, let's look at the new cards and the idea of how to play this deck, and then let's go duel, having fun via Link summons. How to use this deck, a playing image on new cards. First, let's check this playing guide, which is an image of the combos based around the new cards. So, Link summon an ace card that concentrates the power of Cyverse monsters. The deck's fundamental strategy is centered around bringing out monsters best used for Link monsters, and then bring out your ace Powercode Talker, who can greatly power itself up. You can use tokens as materials for the Link summons Link monsters in this deck, meaning you can aim to use Dongle Acorn and Phantom Sky Blaster for Link summons. If Traffic Ghost and Land for Linkus are in the extra monster zone, you can activate Packet Link to further expand your monsters, meaning you can Link summon a Powercode Talker and have the monsters needed to tribute to activate its effect. Aim to seize victory by using your strengthened Powercode Talker and the high-level monster Segmental Dragon. Use monster tokens as Link materials. This deck contains many monsters with effects to special summon monster tokens, meaning you can gather 2 or more materials for a Link summon. Packet Link is a trap card which special summons from your hand, deck, or graveyard to a zone your Link monster points to. Powercode Talker, its own effect massively boosts its attack to double, so it'll become 4,600 attack. Negate its effects to return its attack to normal. Segmental Dragon halves its attack when you summon it with its own effect, and if you activate the effect of Powercode Talker to negate that effect, you can have its original attack return, allowing you to attack. I believe its original attack is 2,600. Use the effect of Powercode Talker to suppress your opponent. 3 new Link monsters are included. The Fire Code Talker monster also appears. The Link monsters that time either require 2 monsters or 3 monsters for their Link materials. You can use any monster as material. This includes tokens, meaning you can easily call them out. Now, the first has a powerful effect to negate monster effects and a powerful effect to make its attack enormous. So this is the main boss monster. This is Powercode Talker. A Link 3 Cyverse with 2,300 attack, and it requires 3 monsters. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. It has its effects negated until the end of this turn. Once per turn during damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster as a quick effect, you contribute 1 monster this card points to. This card's attack becomes double its original attack during that damage calculation only. Any monster can be its materials. Link summon with 3 monsters. So this is Traffic Ghost. It's a Link 3 Cyverse with 1,800 attack, and it has no effects. And the final one is its Link materials are 2 monsters. You can use any monsters as materials, letting you easily call it out. This is Land for Linkus. It's a Link 2 Cyverse monster with 1,200 attack and requires 2 monsters. Traffic Ghost and Land for Linkus are Link monsters without effects. However, you can call them using any monsters as materials. While their Link arrows directions allow you to bring out monsters from the extra deck. Also, they're strong at letting you easily send monsters that show their real strength in the graveyard, allowing you to arrange your next combo. New Cyverse monsters appear one after another. Many new Cyverse monsters appear with effects related to bring out more monsters, allowing you to easily link summon. Now, as for the support for link summons with the effects that special summon tokens, these include Dongle Acorn, which has 0 attack and defense. If this card is special summoned, you can special summon one Dongle token. It's a Cyverse Dark level 1 with 0 attack and 0 defense. You can only use this effect of Dongle Acorn once per turn. Aim to special summon it with cards like 1 for 1 and use its effect to lead into link summons. The next one is by using allies, you can special summon Cyverse monsters from the deck. So this is Garbage Collector. It has 100 attack and 1900 defense, and you can target one other Cyverse monster you control, return it to your hand, and if you do, special summon one Cyverse monster from your deck with the same level as the monster returned to the hand, but with a different name. You can only use this effect of Garbage Collector once per turn. You can special summon a monster with the same level as the monster you use. With the monster you return to your hand, if it's like Cyverse Gadget, whose effect activates when normal summoned, you get another opportunity to use that effect. Next one, special summon it from the hand or graveyard. It leads into link summons. So we have Sea Archiver. It's got 300 attack and 2100 defense. If a monster is normal or special summoned to a zone a link monster points to, while this card is in your hand or graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Sea Archiver once per turn. Regardless of either player's field, when a monster is normal or special summoned to where a link monster points to, you can special summon this card. Next is an effect that activates when it leaves the field, which is strong. It can enable you to draw 2 cards. This is Flame Buffalo. If this face-up card leaves the field, you can discard one Cyverse monster, and if you do, draw 2 cards. You can only use this effect of Flame Buffalo once per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard when it's used as a link material, you can use its effect to draw. Also, you can activate its effect if it's returned to the hand with the effect of Garbage Collector. Now, we have a card that supports link summons with 2 effects, useful for bringing out monsters. This is Lady Debugger. It has 1700 attack and 1400 defense. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one level 3 or lower Cyverse monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Lady Debugger once per turn. Its effect that adds allies from the deck to the hand is strong. Choose to add monsters to your hand that can special summon themselves, like Backup Secretary, allowing you to aim for further cards being brought out and link summons. We have normal summons a monster during a battle phase, pursue during a turn, and disrupt your opponent on theirs. So this is Anti-Alien. It has 1900 attack and 600 defense. Once per turn during the battle phase, if this card battled a monster as a quick effect, you can activate this effect. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one Cyverse monster. If this face-up card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, draw 1 card. Its first effect can be used during your battle phase, allowing the monster to normal summon to attack. If it's taken down by an opponent's card effect, you can recover it via its draw effect. Now, we have a level 4 with 2400 attack. Its effect that prevents it from being taken down by monsters in the extra monster zone is strong. This is Storm Cypher with 2400 attack and 0 defense. Cannot attack directly and cannot attack monsters in the extra monster zones. Is unaffected by activated effects of monsters in the extra monster zones, and cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster in the extra monster zone. It cannot deal with monsters other than monsters in the main monster zone, but it's capable of maintaining a frontline with effects that allow it to survive being taken down by monsters in the extra monster zone, along with having its own high attack. Now, the next one is its own attack is the key. It lets disrupt the opponents with effects that sweep away monsters in the main monster zones. So this is Segmental Dragon. It has 2600 attack and 2400 defense. You can normal summon or set this card without tributing, but its original attack and defense become halved. Once per turn, if this card was normal summoned or set, As a quick effect, you can destroy this face-up card, and if you do, destroy all monsters in the main monster zones with attack less than or equal to the attack this card had on the field. Its effect that can wipe out monsters in the main monster zone is quite powerful and can even be activated during the opponent's turn, before a monster with higher attack than this card is brought out. Judge the proper timing and disrupt your opponent. A spell and trap card that support Link Summon decks also appears. We'll introduce spell and trap cards that support bringing out Cyberse and their Link monsters. So we have Seize the Winds, Storm Access, Seize, and Call Forth an Ace monster, just like from the animated series. So this is Cynet Storm. It is a field spell card. Link monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. The Link summon of a Link monster cannot be negated. If you take 2000 or more damage by battle or card effect, you can shuffle this face down cards in your extra deck and excavate the top card of those cards. And if it is a Cyberse Link monster, you can special summon it, otherwise return it to its original possession. It has 3 powerful effects that support Link summoning. Its third effect allows you to be like the animated series, as long as you have an extra deck full of Cyberse Link monsters. Now we have an intense effect to bring forth monsters of level 2 or lower from all over. This is Packet Lion. It is a normal trap card that says, during the main phase 2, special summon any number of level 2 or lower monsters with different names from your hand, deck, and or graveyard to your zones a Link monster points to. You can only activate 1 Packet Lion Link per turn. If you have Traffic Ghost as the monster in your extra monster zone, you can special summon a maximum total of 3 monsters to the zones it points to. It's incredibly strong since it can call whatever level 2 or lower monsters you desire, not only from your hand, but from the deck and graveyard as well. By special summoning Dongle Acorn, you can also special summon its token, which increases the Link materials you can use by 1, allowing you to further Link summon. Also, keep your eye on reprinted cards that have been used up to now, as well as vital powerful cards that can continue to see use are reprinted, with cards that have special summon effects that further support Link summons, such as Cyberse Gadget, Grinder Golem, Scapegoat, and 1-for-1, as well as cards that can be used in all sorts of decks, such as Droll and Lockbird, Set Rotation, and so on and so forth. There's many powerful cards inside. Now, what cards will you combine to make your deck? Consider cards that work well. Check the card database for cards that have already been released to find new possibilities, and check the card database for cards already released. What do you think about the advice they are giving? Is there anything in here that you didn't know, and what other tips would you give to players when picking up this structure deck? Leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video.